Hi, I'm Reese,
Hi, I'm Lily
and we're here with,
I'm Nathan.
I'm Tristan.
from Galena High School.
and today we're going to be talking to them about robotics. So, to start, can you give us a brief description of robotics?
So, the robotics program at Galena, there's 4 different ones, but we're from the VEX side of it. So we build these 18-inch by 18-inch robots that compete in a game field.
And then we also have to code the robots and use different things on the robots. Like one year we had to shoot discs across the field, and this year we have to shoot like these triangle balls across the field.
Incredible.
Yeah. How long have you guys been doing robotics?
So we've been kind of doing it since 5th grade, or 1st grade. We were in Lego robotics, and then didn't do anything through elementary, but then in middle school there was a class at our school, and then that led us into the competition, like club side of it.
That's cool.
All right, so what would you say is the hardest part of robotics throughout the years?
It's kind of figuring out what the biggest game piece, or like biggest scoring part is for the toughest challenge to beat for that year.
Like trying to perform something like a task for the robot.
Oh, I see.
And then, are there different versions of robotics?
Yeah. So like Vex, we mainly just compete in a game. So like our game is we move these tri-balls or triangle pyramid things to the other side of the field and then score them into a goal. But then for First Robotics, I think they have a similar like game elements, but then it's like these little pucks that they put on a board and they have to
Okay.
score those.
Okay, so what would you say are the biggest takeaways that you've learned in robotics?
Probably how to code and the engineering side of it have been really useful for different things. Like we're in the STEM program and it helps a lot.
And then like the team working aspect, so like it's teams of either it can be like 3 to like 6 people. So like, we worked with other people, and then in the game itself you have to work with like a random team throughout the entire competition, and you get to like meet people from other places, and you kind of get these contacts through those people. It's kind of helped with the competitions.
Nice.
So, do you compete against other schools?
Yes. So our side is we're through ROTC, and there's many different sides of it. Like one is private and one is like school side, and we've been mostly going against Utah schools, California schools, and many schools from Las Vegas.
So
Nice.
then it just kind of depends where the competition is. So like last weekend we had a competition here at Galena, and it was one team from Vegas, a couple teams from Ely, and then mainly Reno teams. So it's just kind of based on where the competition is.
All right. Interesting. Are you guys able to describe what like a typical robotics competition looks like?
So yeah, it's mainly there's first like an inspection where your robot is like checked over to see if it follows all the rules, and then there's qualifying rounds where it's basically 8 hours of you just go up with a random team to go against 2 other random teams, and you compete against them in like I think 2-minute competitions, and then they score that, and then you're basically put up, you're all ranked from that competition, and you pick a team from those rankings to finally compete in the final rounds.
It's cool.
Right. It's really cool, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Grace, and this is Crystal, and we are interviewing. Go ahead.
Duke. Sohan.
Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna get you guys started on like telling us a brief description about robotics and what it's about.
Alright.
You want to go ahead?
Yeah, so robotics is, you kind of just, our robotics competition is first Tech Challenge, which is an international robotics competition held mainly in the U.S., but it involves other countries as well. They come out with a new challenge every year, and you build a robot to complete the challenge. Anything you want to add?
I think one of the main things that's part of this robotics challenge, at first, first is the organization that runs this, and one of the main things they want is gracious professionalism, which is, as you're competing, you are also showing like sportsmanship. You're willing to help others, and like instead of just being competition, there's also more like, oh, I'm gonna help you.
Okay, that's nice.
What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about robotics competitions is it's just everyone is super nice to each other at the competitions. Everyone's cheering each other on. Like, it can get pretty heated when your robot like starts breaking apart, or all your hard work you've been working on for months is falling apart. But when you have a really big community, and especially in Nevada, the community is really big, to support you and cheer you on, it definitely helps the creative process.
That's nice. Okay. So that's kind of like the general atmosphere, but with
Yeah.
the robotics as well. Is that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. What's the hardest part about robotics?
I would say right now for us, like at our school, the hardest part is finding a mentor who's like really passionate about robotics and wants to help us and is knowledgeable. For last year we didn't have one, but we had a ton of seniors and they knew what they were doing. But this year, me and Duke are really fresh, and we don't fully know how to operate a team all by ourselves yet.
Right. So it's like a leadership thing. Like you guys are
Yeah.
kind of developing up that. That's really cool.
We're learning a lot though.
Yeah,
That's
we have to
good.
teaching ourselves like after school and everything. Just
Yeah.
it's hard.
Just to handling all of that.
Mhm.
What are the competitions like?
So when we arrived there, they're usually like around 3 or 4 hours long. And they consist of 5 matches. And the actual game field has an assortment of tasks that our robot has to complete. And there's 4 robots on one field, and we all share that field. As you complete each task, you get more and more points, and it's divided up into different like time periods too in those matches.
You also can get docked from points if you mess up or injure or break something, and it becomes hard because it not only affects you, but it also affects your teammate who's counting on you to score points so that they can also move up in the league divisions, I should say.
So like, is this gonna like robotics, right? It's like it can apply to different professions, right? In the future, kind of like. So are you guys
Yes.
looking at those professions?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Sohan is.
I definitely want to go into like aerospace or like biomedical engineering,
Sick.
computer science, like one of those fields that does involve using computers to like make something and help the world.
Nice.
Yeah, as of now, I plan on either going into like sound engineering, which you create like the microphones that we're using, or you go into mechanical engineering, which is at its simplest form, basically just about robotics right there. And at Tesla, they have robots building cars. You would build that. A mechanical engineer would also make sure all the systems inside a company work smoothly.
Nice.
With that, did you guys all your with all that passion, did you guys enter robotics because of that, or was there another reason?
I think one of the main reasons, me personally, I entered robotics was because you can see the entire development stage. Like, yeah, you'll start off with something really bad, but then as you put effort into it, refine it, you'll get a final product that's really good and amazing. And just seeing that is...
Yeah, I came into it through Legos because I like building Legos, and then I learned that there was a Lego robotics competition, and I thought that was really, really cool. So then I joined that, and that's also where I met him in middle school. And then I found a great community, and it was super fun, and I've just kind of done it ever since.
Nice. Okay. Why would you guys suggest this to anyone else? Like, what would you say to them? Someone who wants
Do you
to
want
do
to
it.
know?
I think robotics is just it's just a field that people look at as you're just sitting in front of a computer all day, not really doing anything, and like really tiresome. But they don't understand that like it's not really about what you do, but like the people you're with. Like in our team, there's like so many different types of people. We're all having fun while also doing our work and building a robot. And it's like all of these different minds coming together for one purpose.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I would like to add on, and say that you don't have to be interested in engineering to be on a robotics team. There's a lot of aspects. You have to fundraise your own money, and you have to show team spirit. Right now, one of our other juniors on our team, who's super helpful, is really good at doing everything I'm not good at. She has no interest in robotics, no interest in STEM. She's not even in the Galena STEM program, but she loves doing it and she loves helping out the team, and it's super helpful.
That's awesome. Nice. Cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for interviewing us.
Yeah, no thanks.